Savannah Chrisley reveals touching letter from Chloe. Former Chrisley knows best star. Savannah Chrisley took over the custody of her brother, Grayson, and his sister, Chloe Chrisley, and recently, Chloe wrote her a very sweet letter. It's been 16 months since Todd and Julie's daughter took over as a surrogate mom, and it can't be easy for her. Savannah Chrisley is 26 years old and a mom. When Chrisley Knows Best fans first heard that Todd and Julie left their younger children in the custody of their daughter, it seemed like the best solution. However, their big sister had never been a mom before. Still, she tries her hardest to be there for them. Naturally, the kids all feel the absence of their parents who were convicted of fraud and tax-related offenses. But Chloe struggled with it, and it shook the 11-year-old's faith in God when they reported to prison. Savannah Chrisley sometimes finds criticism about the way she raises her little sister. However, she's new at it. And of course, parenting doesn't come easily for any parents. This month, it was the second Mother's Day that the kids missed while their mom was behind bars. Of course, it was a sad day for the Chrisley Knows Best family. Chloe Chrisley wrote her sister a Mother's Day note. In her latest Unlocked podcast, Todd and Julie's daughter talked about how Mother's Day sucked. Near the beginning of the video, she talked about her little sister, Chloe. She posted a screenshot of the note she got on Mother's Day, and she explained her emotions when she first read it. She said, literally, when I first read it, y'all, I just burst into tears because that is the sweetest. I mean, she's 11 years old, and she was kinda dealt really crappy cards. In her letter to Savannah Chrisley, Chloe had written, Savannah Chrisley was cleaning out her drawers when she found it. A simple, slightly crumpled, handwritten letter. It was adorned with a few smudged hearts and a few doodles in the margins, in a scrawl that could only belong to one person, her little sister, Chloe. Savannah's heart squeezed as she ran her fingers over the paper, the memory of Chloe's unique way of expressing her love suddenly fresh in her mind. She hadn't read this in ages. Taking a deep breath, Savannah sat down, the letter poised in her hands. She carefully unfolded it, the words softly etched in Chloe's unmistakable handwriting, and began to read. Dear Savannah, I love you a lot. You are my sunshine when things are cloudy and sad. Thank you for always taking care of me and helping me with everything. It was such a simple sentiment, yet Savannah felt her eyes start to mist. Chloe had always been full of gratitude and sweetness, despite everything she had gone through in her young life. Savannah smiled, recalling all the times Chloe had come into her room just to talk, to ask a question, or simply to sit on the edge of her bed, content just to be near her big sister. As Savannah read on, she was drawn into each line, each memory coming to life in her mind. Chloe's letter continued. Sometimes I feel sad and scared, but when I'm with you, I feel brave and safe. You make me feel strong. I want to be like you when I grow up, smart, funny, and not afraid to speak my mind. You always make me feel better even when I don't say what's wrong. I know you just understand. The words struck Savannah like a gentle wave of warmth. The years they had spent together had been a mix of laughter, struggles, and love. Through the ups and downs, Savannah had done her best to be there for Chloe, but sometimes she had wondered if it was enough. Reading Chloe's words now, it felt like a reassuring answer. Chloe did see her, and not just as a sister, but as a protector, as someone she could look up to and rely on. It hadn't always been easy. Being thrust into a parental role for Chloe at a young age was a challenge Savannah hadn't been fully prepared for. And yet, it had never felt like a burden, not even once. Savannah was willing to give everything to ensure that Chloe felt loved and safe, even if it meant putting her own dreams on hold or facing public scrutiny. Seeing those feelings reciprocated in Chloe's words was something Savannah hadn't known she needed so badly. The next line made Savannah laugh a little through her tears. "Thank you for letting me do my hair like yours and always doing the same dance moves with me. I know sometimes I mess up, but you tell me it's okay, and I love that." Savannah could almost hear Chloe's voice, filled with her unique mix of playfulness and sincerity. She remembered the times Chloe had crawled into her bed on bad days, when school had been rough or when questions about her family overwhelmed her. They would dance in their pajamas, laugh until they were breathless, and let the worries fade. Chloe had always been good at seeing the joy in the smallest of things, an ability that Savannah admired. "When I think about what I want to be when I grow up, I think about you. You make me want to help people and be kind to everyone, even if they're not nice to me. You tell me to be strong and proud, and I will always try to make you proud of me too." Savannah felt a lump rise in her throat, thinking of the pressures Chloe sometimes faced as a young girl in the public eye. It wasn't always easy to teach a child to be kind in a world that wasn't always kind back. But if Chloe could see and feel that intention from her, then Savannah knew she must be doing something right. The letter closed with a few words scrawled at the bottom, showing the little effort Chloe had put into writing her thoughts in an organized way. It was perfect in its imperfection. "I love you, Savannah, forever and always. You're my hero, my sister, and my best friend. Love, Chloe." Reading those final lines, Savannah felt a surge of fierce pride and love. She gently folded the letter and held it close to her heart, breathing in the emotions that had resurfaced so unexpectedly. She had always known that Chloe looked up to her, but this letter was a reminder of the true depth of their bond. Chloe saw her not just as a big sister, but as a mentor, a role model, and a steady rock in her young life. The letter reminded Savannah of the resilience Chloe had despite the challenges she'd had to face. It also reminded her of the privilege of being someone's safe space, someone's home. For Savannah, it wasn't just about providing Chloe with material needs or managing her day-to-day life. It was about creating memories, showing up during hard moments, and being a constant source of unconditional love. And as Chloe's letter had shown, every single one of those small, quiet moments had been deeply felt. In that moment, Savannah made a promise to herself. She would continue to be there for Chloe, to nurture her dreams, to shield her from unnecessary harm, and to guide her as she navigated the complexities of life. She vowed to always be the sister Chloe needed, whether as her protector, confidant, or friend. Carefully placing the letter back into its drawer, Savannah knew she would cherish it forever. This small piece of paper, with its simple words and heartfelt sentiments, was a snapshot of the love they shared. It was a bond that went beyond blood or circumstance, one that had been forged through love, laughter, and resilience. Savannah stood up, closing the drawer gently, feeling more determined than ever. No matter what lay ahead, she would carry the words of that letter with her. She'd honor the trust and love Chloe had put in her, and she would keep nurturing the beautiful relationship they had built. After all, she knew now that she was, in Chloe's eyes, exactly the kind of person she had always aspired to be. A sister who loved deeply, fiercely, and forever.